Hi guys, I'm in my spare bedroom, kind of sorting out some extra clothing that I have. My daughter gives me a lot of things, and I guess I just have to share them because I've got too much clothes, really. Um, I was just going to tell you that Wednesday I'm going in to have a new pacemaker put in. This one's like 6 years old, and the batteries run down, so of course, we're not going to film all that, but I will show you what it looks like afterwards. And it's really a lot easier to get your new one than when they did the first one. Because the first one, they put here, I'll show you. And you could see it's pretty big now because I've lost weight. When I was, let's see if I get in a light. Yeah. When I was, my boobie's way down here. That's not my boobie. When they put it in originally, you couldn't see it because I had a lot more fat on me, but they're going to put it in. But when they put the first one, they put it there, and then they put the wires down and goes down into your heart. And I think there's two wires because I have a two cylinder, whatever it is. I don't know. I guess my life is in their hands, and I don't even know what the heck they're doing. But it's a dual anyway. But this time all they do is just cut that back open where you can see the scar right across the top here. And take that out. It's like in a little pocket. And then they put the new one in there. The wires will hook into this one. It's the same kind. And they last anywhere from 5 to... Some of them, I think the new ones are real small, and they're like 15 years, but they're probably real expensive, and they're not going to give it to you on Medicare. But this doesn't really cost me anything. I didn't ever have a heart attack, but I went in for a colonoscopy about 6 years ago. And you do all that prep and everything. And I went into the hospital to have it done, and they said, "You're not going to get a colonoscopy today." And I said, "Why not?" And they said, "Because you're going to need a pacemaker." And I was really upset. I thought I didn't need one. My heartbeats were down to 38 beats a minute. I didn't know too much about that. I have a Fitbit, which is a good thing to have, and I keep an eye on it now. Your heartbeats are supposed to be anywhere like maybe from 60 to 75 or 80. I guess, when you move faster, they'll go up by higher, but they shouldn't go below that. And I was looking at it that January, and this was like June, and they were like 55. But if you're an athlete, they will be lower because I guess your heart's stronger. I guess it pumps more blood at the time. I'm just thinking this. I'm just not for sure, but. So when I saw that, I thought, well, I walk a lot. Maybe I'm athletic. That wasn't what it was. But anyway, so then they put me in an ambulance. I was just in a local hospital to have a colonoscopy, and they took me to Birmingham Hospital. And they did a bunch of tests. I was in there for like 3 days, and they said, "Yeah, well, you have to have a pacemaker." So they put it in, and that wasn't too bad. I mean, it was just a Band-Aid when I was done. I thought, my gosh, all that. And of course, you're asleep when they do it. But then they gave me some medicine, and 2 weeks later, I was wheezing, and I went to the hospital here in town. It was in the middle of the night, because I never wheezed in my life. And they said, "You're going to have to go to Birmingham." So they put me in an ambulance again. From now on, I'm just driving down to Birmingham, because those ambulances cost a lot of money. I think I had to pay $250 or $300, but now it's going to go up even higher. But if you don't have insurance, they're like $1,500. So it's better just to drive if you can, or have your husband drive you. Anyway, that time I was in the hospital for 4 days, and I said, "Well, I got this pacemaker. What's wrong?" And they said, there's something wrong. Well, then they figured out that I needed to have some stents. So I guess there was blockage in two. Well, I got 3 stents. And I said, "Well, why didn't you see this before?" And they said, "Well, we were checking your heart for electricity. That's the pacemaker. And the stents are plumbing. So, but I still think when I had an echocardiogram and all that other stuff, they should have known that I needed more than just pacemaker. But anyway, so that was 2 things that I had done 6 years ago, and I'm doing fine. It's just that the battery starts running down, and I was supposed to have it done in August, but then they said the battery wasn't run down enough, so then they made it for September, and I went to the cardiologist, and she said, no, you need to wait a little longer. And they took me I'm going to a different doctor because she doesn't do pacemakers. And the original one I didn't care for. He saved my life, but I think it was on an accident. Now, he's a good doctor. He's just not very personable. But then when they took me down the hall, and this is a very nice doctor, and he said that it would be no problem. He will do it. So they made it for last week, but I had a slight infection, and they're not going to put it in if you have an infection, because getting a pacemaker is nothing really to it, but your biggest problem could be if you had an infection that goes in your heart and then you die. So I didn't want to die. But I just got checked again. I had an infection 2 weeks, and then I went in today, and I don't have it anymore. So I'm getting it done Wednesday. So I just thought I'd put you up to date on that, and I don't have anything else. I just thought you might like to see that. This one is my vacation room. It's that's pictures of my grandkids and me at different stages. I used to be younger and thinner. That's my great-granddaughter there. There's a closet with a bunch of clothes in it, out of season. And there's the Panama Canal. And here's a cruise to Europe. No, that's not Europe. That's just a cruise. And there's my son and granddaughter and great-grandchildren. And there's a cruise to Alaska. There's the cruise to Europe. And we were on a cruise, and this Asian lady gave me this picture. It's real pretty. And of course, that's Jesus. That's St. Michael's Mount in, I guess I'll go back here and show you. St. Michael's Mount in England. We were there. And that's my whole family. And my boss went to Alaska and got me this. And there's Jamaica. That's when I took my granddaughters on a cruise. My great-granddaughters. And there's my family there. There's my grandmother, and that's my father. And my 3 aunts. She was a widow. She became a widow then. And there's my great-granddaughter and grandson. I get paintings sometimes on these cruises. This is Labadee, Haiti. And that one is, I think, Jamaica. That's my grandson. That's when we were in Europe. Birmingham was 4,446 miles away. 24th of April, I think it was 2008. 2007, there it says right there, Land's End. That was beautiful. And my boss went somewhere and got me that. I used to take care of his dogs while he was gone. And there's my grandson and my granddaughter. My mom and dad. These are all my mom and dad. My mom. That was one of the last pictures of her. She passed away, and my dad passed away too. And that was me with my 3 kids. That was my divorce picture. I think I was just 30 then. Just turned 30. Anyway, that's a little bit about us. Oh, that one's kind of old. That was a cruise. There's my mom and grandson and me. Anyway, it's more than you wanted to see, but I just thought I'd tell you about pacemakers. Bye, guys. I hope I see you Thursday.